very strong, or we needed to go.
This is Dudula, the head of Dudula that is closing out foreigners from hospitals. But did you know that she's got 2 kids from a Zimbabwean man? These people are playing games with you. But how do we know this? We know this because we've got women within those institutions. We know who funds them. We know their plans. There is no seriousness about hate for foreigners because they love foreigners. I'll tell you about Kwena shortly.
Because PA ibua language ya rona. Ne? And vele at that time, ne ba ibua vele language ya rona, and they felt strong. Let's vote with PA, give PA the powers. And then we went to PA, rabua le bona. And you know, we had that agreement. I think the biggest mistake was that we trusted them and we had that gentleman agreement when we sealed this thing to say, you know what, we're voting with you. So with every 10 seats that we get, you give Dudula 1. 5 seats, you give Dudula 1. You get 10 seats, you give Dudula 2. It was an agreement. We were all happy. So people went to go and vote PA
all over
through all ballots. After elections, Babalia, some of them changed numbers. Rikopani Likeni in a funeral, go Bloemfontein, he literally left the funeral Haribona.
Basically what Zandile is saying is that Patriotic Alliance duped Dudula. Because Dudula is the one that came up with the anti-foreigner strategy, and she believes that this anti-foreigner strategy is the one that won Patriotic Alliance its seats, and then Patriotic Alliance would not give the 1 in 5 seats that it promised. That is nonsense. Because the reason why Gayton Mackenzie and Kenny Kunene got votes and seats, while Dudula, which was focusing on anti-foreigner sentiment, did not get a single seat, is because the strategy used by Gayton and Kenny to get seats was not the hatred of foreigners, because that issue wasn't important to South Africans. They got their seats because they went strategically for the niche of the colored vote that was neglected in South Africa. The reason why Dudula gets 0 seats is because the issue of foreigners was not really important to most level-headed South Africans that take the time to go and vote. And it is not only her that feels betrayed. We also had the 2 girls, Victoria and Kwena, who started the anti-foreigner campaign through very interesting videos. They were reached out to by Patriotic Alliance. They assumed that Patriotic Alliance wanted them in their party. When they got to the party, the 2 girls decided to sleep with one of the leaders of Patriotic Alliance. When they discovered that they were sleeping with the same person, they had a fight and they were both chucked out of Patriotic Alliance. The reason they were chucked out of Patriotic Alliance is that the guys at Patriotic Alliance were not interested in their anti-foreigner sentiment. They knew that it wasn't really a seller. They were interested in something else. And so, of course, Victoria then went on to Action SA. We don't know how she got in there. Then Kwena went out of the public light when she went to Twasa. As she was twasaring, Kwena did not have any South Africans coming to visit her, supporting her, giving her airtime, sending her e-wallet. It was me that sent her e-wallet. It was me that supported her through that period. That is why I know the stories that I'm telling you here, because at the time that Kwena discovered that Victoria was having a thing with one of the Patriotic Alliance leaders, I was with Kwena. In this phone, I got so many nude videos sent by Kwena because she said she preferred Zimbabwean men, she had a Zimbabwean ex-boyfriend, and she wanted to have a thing with me because she preferred Zimbabweans. What is the point I'm making here? The hatred of foreigners is pretense. This is the reason why the biggest anti-foreigner has got 2 kids from a Zimbabwean. But do you think that she has told her comrades that she got 2 kids from a Zimbabwean? And do you think her comrades are stopping her from taking those 2 kids to hospital because they're foreign? Do you realize that a lot of the people who are in Dudula think that their father is somebody else, yet in reality their father is probably a Zimbabwean, Mozambican, or foreigner who came into the country having an affair with their mother? Do you know that a lot of people don't know who their grandfathers are, and those grandfathers were actually foreign? We're one and the same people. This hatred is stupid because the same blood courses in our veins. That is why she's got Zimbabwean children.